had the great joy this last week to spend my day off with my youngest brother. He's 16. We're 15 years apart. The two youngest in my family are both adopted. But he came to the Thursday evening Mass, and then he spent the night at the rectory. And we had a whole day planned on Friday. We were going to go kayaking. But then the darn smoke in the air, the kayak people, they wouldn't let us rent the kayaks. So we had to change our plans. But if you're anything like me, I'm a planner. So I like to plan. I had this great plan for how I was going to spend my day off with my youngest brother. But then everything got turned on its head. And I had to make a pivot. It was okay. We went hiking instead and still spent the day together, got out on a bike ride. So maybe not the best. We were still outside in the weather, but we weren't on kayaks, I guess. But I feel a little like Jesus is singling me out in the gospel, because this man here, he's planning for the future, but the Lord's response to him is, "You fool." And sometimes I like to plan. Maybe you can relate with me that. The more I look forward to something in the future, I try to get all of my ducks in a row, which can be a good thing, but sometimes I can overdo it. And there doesn't leave room to actually be in the present moment and actually receive as it's actually coming. As life's actually presenting itself to me, I can get fixed on, well, I thought it should look this way, or that this was going to happen. And I might be closed to something different, something that's actually more beautiful, that might surprise me. The first reading from Ecclesiastes, it's a beautiful book, and I'd encourage you to actually read it. If you haven't read Ecclesiastes, it'd be worth your time. It's kind of a challenging read because it's this man who's searching. Like, he is searching for what's going to actually bring him rest. What's going to bring him peace in life? And in the little excerpt we got today, he says, vanity of vanities. Everything's vanity. He says, I got all these riches, all these possessions, and I found out, okay, I wasn't happy. I did all these other things, and I found out that too was chasing after wind. So it's a really visceral book. You get this sense of is he going to find it? Is he going to find happiness? Is he going to find a place where his heart is actually resting at a deeper place? So it's a challenging read, and you have to be a little discerning as you read it. But there are two places where this man, Koheleth, actually finds peace, and it's when he gives alms to the poor, and it's when he goes to the temple to worship God. So these two times where he actually is taken out of himself and he has to be rooted in the present moment. He has to be rooted in the present moment because he's giving to the poor. He's concerned with somebody in front of him, and he's going to the temple to worship God, to lay it all down, to be outside of himself. The beautiful gift of the present moment. So what's at issue in the gospel here is not that this guy's a planner and he's looking forward, but he's not able to actually be inside his own self, his own heart, and his own skin, and actually just be where he is, right where the Lord has him. I love being a priest, but sometimes life is so full that I have a hard time staying in the present moment. And I feel convicted again and again that the Lord wants to call me back to say, no, I have to live life here. Because if I'm not living life in the present moment, where else am I living it? Because the future is going to happen, and I can't control it, and I can't get stuck in the past and worry, doubts, or shame, or whatever is going to trip me up. But the gift of the moment, the present moment, where God actually is, this beautiful inbreaking of him into my life, in whatever it is, all the particulars, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. So I'd just like to propose maybe two concrete practices that we might do that can help root us in the gift of the present moment, where life is actually happening, where Jesus is really giving himself to us where we can see with different eyes, a deeper way to actually see he's alive. Life's happening here and now. The first would be taking a sacramental pause. Sometimes life can be so full and so fast that we do just need to pause, like actually take a break. Like maybe even some breathing exercises, just say, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna actually put the brakes on and just allow myself to be. The sacramental pause where we're allowing our hearts to go vertical, saying, Lord, I believe you're here and I want you to come. I want you to be broken in right here into my life. That's kind of what St. Paul is speaking about in that beautiful letter. He says, don't get caught on earthly things, but seek what is above. Seek the heavenly things. Seek where Christ is seated at God's right hand. The sacramental pause where we're just, all right, I'm just going to go vertical. I'm gonna pull the parachute and say, Lord, where are you? And I'm going to try to allow myself just to rest in his presence. And the second one would be gratitude. Because gratitude, if it's going to be real gratitude, it has to be concrete. We actually have to think about concrete things in our life for which we're grateful for, and to really focus in on what can I give thanks for in the concrete here and now. And how does that allow myself to be rooted in the present moment? So I had this beautiful time with my brother, but it was Thursday night, and I was looking at the weather smoke forecast, and it's like, tomorrow might be ruined. But then I had to actually be like, wait a minute. I'm already so grateful that we had this beautiful time together. We threw the baseball around. We had a nice dinner together. We played some video games. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot to be grateful for right here, right now. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but we're going to do it together, Lord. It's going to be okay. It's going to be beautiful. And it was. But the concrete, actually making those acts of gratitude that can really root us in the present moment and allow us to be open to this beautiful exchange of God's life in us. And that's a short homily, but that's all I have. So gratitude. Gratitude and being rooted in the present moment, letting God just come meet us there. Amen? Amen.